top Glocks. In this video, I decided to pull out my 6 favorite Glocks. Everyone has their different list of their favorite Glocks. I'm going to talk to you about my favorite Glocks and what I like about them. So let's all throw in our comments in this video. As we know, Glocks are extremely reliable, they're appropriately priced, and they make numerous amounts of models for different calibers, including the 9mm, the 40 caliber, the 10mm, the 45 GAP also, the 380 Auto, and the 357 SIG, and they have different sizes, standard, compact, subcompact slimline, they got the competition line, a whole bunch of models to choose from. You'll want to go onto their website and make your decision. Hopefully this video will help you make your decision. I'll tell you what I like about these 6 Glocks in this video. But if you're not into Glocks, let me just say this. They work really well. They're an excellent tool. They get the job done. It's not going to cost you an arm and a leg. And they are extremely accurate. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about my favorite 6 Glocks, and then maybe you'll throw in your comments on what your favorite Glocks are. We're all in this together. Let's have some fun, and welcome to WeaponsEducation.com. Thank you. We all realize that Glocks are highly used by law enforcement agencies across the world because of their lightweight, durability, reliability. I wanted to show you this right here. You might know who that is. That's Tori Nanaka. Glocks as a competition gun are excellent, and Tori is a national champion. I've interviewed her multiple times on the channel, and as a matter of fact, I'll put one of my favorite interviews I did with her in the link below this video, so you can listen to a total pro like Tori, national champ, talk about Glocks. So Tori's favorite gun of all, she likes all the Glocks of course, but she mentioned that she really likes the Glock 34, which is a 9mm competition. Now a 9mm, I'm choosing one of my top 6. We all got our top guns, so you pick your top 5 or 6 Glocks and throw in your comment. I'm choosing a Glock 19 as one of the top 6. Now they make a 17, a 19, a 26, and a 34. And what that should mean to you a little bit here, because you have to look at their website, by the way, what that should mean to you is there's a lot of different models, right, that are all 9mm. So we have a standard size. This is the compact size. Then they have a smaller Glock 26, which is the subcompact size. Then they have the Glock 34 in competition. So a 9mm, they've got 4 different versions of 9mm. I like this size. This Glock 19 just fits me real well, and it's excellent for concealment. You've got excellent magazines with all the Glocks, by the way, and with Glocks, as we know, there's so many different accessories we can purchase to alter the gun and make it suit us better. 15 plus 1, so it's a nice package here, and it's small. I like the Glock 19. That's one of my top 6 favorite Glocks, and what I also like is Glock has some really cool magazines we can purchase. This one happens to be actually from Glock. Everyone's going to ask about these big magazines. This is 31 plus 1 9mm. So I do like the Glock 19. Let me know what your top Glocks are. Let's go on to my next favorite Glock right now. Glock 27. This is a subcompact, a little bit smaller. 9 plus 1 rounds of 40 caliber. Powerful package here, very small, excellent for concealment. And I do choose the Glock 27 as one of my favorite Glocks. They make other 40 calibers, the 22, larger size, 23, slightly larger than this, 27 is this one here, and they make a competition, Glock 35, 40 caliber. And let's go up in power a little bit now from the 40 caliber. Let's go up to a 45 next, and I'm going to show you what I like about their 45s. Let's do that right now. Glock 30. got to have this in there, 45 caliber. I like the Glock 30 for a number of reasons. It's small, is number one reason why I like it. It's in the subcompact line, very small package. Standard magazine that comes with it is 10+1, so it's no slouch as far as magazine capacity, considering how small the package is. And Glocks are light, as we know they're polymer guns. What I did to this Glock, maybe you like, maybe you don't, I put the laser, the Crimson Trace laser on it. You can see the laser right there. What I want to tell you about these lasers while I'm looking at it is, if you put them on the grip the way I did this one on this gun, I've got like 6 or 7 Glock 30s for different reasons and different locations, but this particular one I wanted to show you. I put the laser on the grip, and it's a little big. You got to keep that in mind if you're really hung up on buying a laser and you want it on the grip. Keep in mind that's a big package. I do like the Glock Light, and this is excellent for keeping next to your bedside. Very small gun, very powerful, 45 caliber, and you got your light and laser right there at your fingertips if you want to deploy that. It's a pretty trick. The other thing I like about the Glock 30 is that you can put the larger size Glock 21 magazine in it. It's 45 full-size Glock 21. We'll look at that gun next. And now we're looking at a lot more rounds. This one happens to have 13+1, so you look at a 14-round package, and you can put a grip extender, okay? And these grip extenders come from A&G grip extenders. So that's good for you to know that. This happens to be for a Glock 20 or 21, but these A&G, if you Google that, you can find these grip extenders which go right here. I'll show you that in a moment on one of the other guns, on what that looks like. But what I do like about the Glock 30 is you can put the larger Glock 21, and let's just keep moving on with the video. One of my favorite packages here is the 45 Auto Glock 21. This I keep in a fanny pack, and yeah, it's a pretty manly thing to do to keep a Glock 21 with a lot of rounds of 45. It's a nice package in a fanny pack. Gets hot down here in South Florida. Sometimes, just in a tank top or just a t-shirt and shorts. And I'll wear a fanny pack if I'm going someplace like a flea market or someplace where there's a lot of people, and I want to carry my wallet and all that stuff on my waist, and I'll pack this gun in there. That's my specific reason for this. And so at night also I've got the TLR1 Streamlight system on it, light and laser. That's a sweet package also. I don't holster guns that have the light and laser on the rail. It's just too big of a package. But these are great for next to your bed, and for, like I said, I keep this in a fanny pack. But 2 45s are must-haves in my opinion from Glock. The Glock 30 and the Glock 21. And you can put the larger magazine in the smaller gun, as I mentioned. So it's pretty sweet. Let's go on to the last two that I like, and I think you might know what they are, because if you've been following my channel, you might know what my favorite caliber is. The two 10mm from Glock are the Glock 29 and the Glock 20. And I'm going to save these for the last, right at the end of the video here. My two favorite Glocks actually are these two guns right here. This small little subcompact is this 29. Same size as that 30 we just looked at. This is a 10mm. Now folks, if you're not familiar with ballistics and ammunition all that much, a 10mm is very similar to a .357 Magnum in a semi-automatic. The ballistics are very close to each other. And with some of the hot loads like you get from Underwood and stuff like that, you got a .357 mag in a semi-automatic. So it's really cool that Glock is keeping the 10mm alive, and I have to tell them thank you right now in this video for doing that, because you can take down some large game with this handgun, and it certainly will take down people, bad guys. Now what you can do with the Glock 30 is the same thing. With the Glock 29 is the same thing you can do with the Glock 30. So you got your 10mm smaller one, and you get the 10mm, the larger one, the Glock 20. So you can take the Glock 20 magazine, 10mm, a lot of rounds in here, 15 plus 1 of 10 millimeter. And there's that extender I was talking to you about, this AMG grip extenders, and they work real well. So you've got a subcompact gun, a full-size magazine in there, and you got 10 millimeter. This is a heck of a package for concealment. Boy, this is something else. And then, you know, of all the Glocks, I've got to tell you what my favorite is. You know, I've spoke about these two guns a lot in the past. It's been a while since I spoke about Glocks, but right now I got to tell you, I think this Glock 20, this is a C with the compensator on the top, and no, the flames do not go into your eyes and all that stuff. I do suggest, of course, if you can, always wear glasses when you shoot these guns, safety glasses, but at home in a personal self-defense situation and you had to shoot in the spur of the moment, don't get too concerned with the flames coming out of there and hurting your eyesight at night. I've shot this gun at night with no issues with the flames coming out of that compensator. It will help with your muzzle flip. This gun, just to me, just feels so good in my hands. I had the light laser from Glock on the front of this, and I must say, if I hear peep in the night, this is a really good gun to have as my go-to gun to take out a bad guy. I mean, you just have a shoulder shot, there's a pretty good chance that person is going to be stopped in his tracks with this massive amount of power. Now, keep in mind that this is almost too much power for personal self-defense. A lot of guys use this for hunting. So I know it's going to come up in the comments on the 10 millimeter as being too powerful for personal self-defense. So let's clarify that and talk about it. Yes, you have to think about over-penetration with any gun for that matter. Whether it's a 9 millimeter, 380, it doesn't matter. Over-penetration is a huge issue when you're in an apartment complex and you're shooting through drywall. The bullet won't even slow down through drywall. So over-penetration is important with all handguns that we speak about, but when we get into the 10 millimeter category, we're talking about a cannon basically in your hands. And as far as the recoil, my wife, who's about 108 pounds, shoots this no problem, and she has on video in the past. No issues. Excellent gun, excellent quality, excellent price. You can't find nothing wrong with the Glock. I mean, they work. I'll leave you with this little story. I just got back from being out west. I'm in South Florida, in the Boca Raton area in South Florida, and I spent a whole week in Colorado in the desert area, and it was cold. It was 30s, 35 degrees or so, winds 40, 50 miles an hour. It's 8, 9 in the morning. It was cold, and the wind's blowing. Sand's blowing totally sideways all day. Rain starts hitting us, pulverizing us. So that does a lot to the guns. We're out there shooting hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of rounds. And my buddy had this exact gun with him, with this large magazine. Shot a Glock 19, 600 rounds and 0 malfunctions in that weather. Where a lot of other guns, I won't mention them right now, we don't have the time, the sand was an issue. The sand was blowing sideways into the guns, especially into the magazines, and that was giving a lot of malfunctions to some of the other guns that were getting some malfunctions because that sand was just getting in the rounds, and everyone had to empty out their mags and clean out their magazines and then reload the mags and get back out in that wind blowing. But the Glocks just kept going and going and going. I just want to leave you with that thought. I know they're not the prettiest gun. It's obvious. We know that. You know, it's not a gorgeous 1911. It's not a really cool looking HK. It's not a gorgeous SIG, but they work and they get the job done. They're an excellent tool. I hope you found the video informative, and I think a lot of our friends who are new to guns will learn a lot from your comments below. So please throw in your comments about what you like about your Glocks and what your favorite Glocks are and why. And if you don't like Glocks, just respectfully say so. I mean, we all like firearms. That's why we're watching the channel. So there's really nothing negative we should say about any gun. You can disagree. You can have your opinion. That's fair. But to slam a gun company for any reason, I don't see it. I just see us all wanting the Second Amendment to thrive, and for all of us to get armed. Arm yourself now. I thank Glock for what they're doing, putting out guns that are affordable, high quality, extremely reliable, and you're gonna hit your target with these guns. Just like Tori Nanaka, national champ, she proved it. She nailed it in the year 2013. She was national champ in her division. Very cool. Thank you for watching WeaponsEducation.com. Please share on your Facebook, Google+, Twitter, and let's just all move forward, and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you, my friends. My name is Tom. Please subscribe. Bye-bye.